Hi, Peter King with Sports Illustrated out at New York Jets training camp today. But the first thing, before we go over and watch practice and watch the defending playoff team New York Jets work out on a warm afternoon, we're going to have a little bit of a video question blog with our friends from the United States military. All right, let's start with my man here. Go ahead, tell me who you are, where you're from.
I'm Staff Sergeant Jason Torres. I'm born and raised in New York City, so I'm a big Giants fan.
Okay.
And the question I have for you is, with everything that's been going on in the NFC East, what do you think the Giants' realistic chances are to make the playoffs or the Super Bowl or both?
Well, it's a great question. I think that obviously the Philadelphia Eagles have approached this like the Redskins always did, you know, get as many great players as you can. But I'll just say this, the Giants have been there. They've done it every year. They're a candidate to win 10 or 11 games. And you know, maybe if Matt Dodge doesn't punt the ball to Deshaun Jackson this year, we'll see what happens.
So I'm a New England Patriots fan.
Okay.
With the new trade or Ocho Cincos that we just acquired, what kind of impact do you think it's going to have on the Patriots?
Well, the Patriots acquiring Albert Haynesworth in trade from the Redskins and Chad Ochocinco from the Bengals. I think the one thing that does is it tells those guys who've had some problems in their previous places, when you come to the Patriots, just like it happened with Randy Moss, just like with Corey Dillon, guys just straighten out. I think both those guys are going to be valuable players for the Patriots. I think they were very good moves. I think it's going to be the Patriots and the Jets again fighting it out in the AFC East. Question is, who do I think is going to win the AFC? Well, I got to make that pick very soon, and I think the two teams I'm going to really think about most seriously, I'm going to think about the Baltimore Ravens finally getting over the hump, and I'm going to think about the New York Jets. But I think, just from what I've seen so far, and I haven't seen every camp, I really liked what I saw in Baltimore. I mean, if I had to pick today, I'd probably pick Baltimore, but I got about 20 more camps to go to, so you'll have to just keep looking at SI.com and I'll tell you what I think.
If you were to pick, who's your top pick for fantasy football?
I get a lot of fantasy football questions. This year, I think my top pick for fantasy football would be Adrian Peterson, because I think Peterson now is going to be relied upon more than he ever has been in Minnesota, because remember, the last 2 years with Brett Favre, they could win the game on Brett Favre's arm. And I think now they realize unless they get 1,800 yards from Adrian Peterson, it's going to be tough for them to make the playoffs. I'd take Adrian Peterson #1 overall if I had a shot. Wow, that's a good one. Question is, who do I think is front runner for Rookie of the Year? I'll give you an unlikely one. Guy who I'd probably pick if I had to pick right now would be Andy Dalton, quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, for two reasons. #1, I think Jay Gruden, the new offensive coordinator of the Cincinnati Bengals, is going to come out throwing early and often. One of the things that Dalton is going to be able to do is, he played so many good games in college football against multiple fronts. I think he's going to be able to hit the ground running better than any of the other rookie quarterbacks. That's my guess. And that's it from Jets Camp, Florham Park, New Jersey. We'll have more video questions to answer as we go on the trail. If you have any, tweet me at SI_Peter King or send me an email at the bottom of my column, Monday Morning Quarterback. Thanks a lot for tuning in.